Where I'm trying to go with this is your wife gave me the absolute best advice ever. If you're not familiar with the slot tournament, just to run through real quick, if we haven't already lost you, but
if you haven't checked out already,
you buy in or you get invited by the casino. There's one or two ways. It depends on where you're at, but you go into a room and you're playing slot machines, but it's not really a real slot machine. It's like set up for the tournament. You got to touch the screen. You got to hit the button fast. I don't know if there's a real strategy to it. There are millions of pages online. There's arguments everywhere on ways that you can win. Now, the only thing I will say is certain tournaments will use where you got to pick one of three symbols. The strategy is pick the highest symbol. If there's a 7, don't pick the orange. But, that would be as close to a strategy. But I don't know if you've noticed, Steve, recently some of the tournaments, they've gotten rid of the 3.
Yeah.
You just touch what's on the screen.
Yes.
Like, you got one thing. I'm assuming the geriatrics were probably complaining a little.
A certain demographic, maybe?
A little older. They get very upset. They get very upset when they pick the wrong one because it would show you. You pick 500 points and there's like 500,000.
And then you want to punch the screen when you're supposed to be tapping it.
But I remember we were all in this tournament. It was a huge event for Hard Rock. I assume you went to the meet and greet or Q&A session.
Yeah, we did the whole deal. We were there, I think, that whole weekend.
Yeah, and I remember this is we went down. I played my session, and I remember I hit 1.3 million points. It's not dollars, it's points.
Of course,
and I was like, oh, that's great. And I remember the lady was like, yo, that's insanely good. And it said I had first place. And probably 3 hours later, I was still in first place. And then you guys came in. I think you either were going to play or check your score. And you guys were like, oh my God, great. And then it was pretty nuts because Hard Rock, like executive, like dudes in suits, probably hosts, VIP hosts, they came in to introduce themselves and they were like, listen, like unless somebody astonishingly does well, you are probably going to take first place. So they kind of like ran me through what was going to happen. And I'll tell more. I don't want to take too much light off of you, but where I'm trying to go with this is your wife gave me the absolute best advice ever. And I do mean that. I'm not even doing a bit. Your wife came up to me, and I'm sorry, I know she's behind me, so I hope I don't say this wrong. But she came up and she said, because it was free play, she said, the best thing you can do, download a little bit of money, play. If you win, cash out. You get your ticket for that money, but your free play stays on the machine, which honestly, I never even noticed before that your free play stays on the machine. But she said, just cash out and keep your tickets, which I did. And I ultimately turned, because, punchline to the story is I won first place of that tournament. I won $25,000 in free play. And I turned it with your wife's tip into $62,000.